Oh hey, you're here. In this video, I am going to show you how to list your very first room on Airbnb. So have your phone ready because you want to get some really nice shots. The front of the house is essential so when guests pull up, they know they're at the right place. Then that room that you set up, you want to make sure it's nice and clean and get some good shots, different angles of that, the bathroom that they're able to use, and all the common areas in the house that the guests are able to use. Get some good shots. Load all those photos onto your computer. First thing you want to do is log into Airbnb and create yourself an account. You're going to get this page first. It assumes that you are traveling and it starts with experiences. In another video, we'll talk about those. But up here, you're going to switch to hosting. Click here. This is the next page. I'm hosting these people. I'm going to go to the menu and drop down and create a new listing. Right here is next. Give the address.
I'm not using my own, and this auto-populates, so
I'm going with one that is in Lakewood where I am, and we're going to behave like it's a house. Select the type, house. Narrow it down. It's a residential home. And we're going to set it up primarily for guests. In this room, how many guests are you going to allow?
you really just want one guest per room, but if they ask for someone else to visit, just charge a little extra.
So let's bring that down to one. How many bedrooms can the guest use? We're just doing one bedroom in our boarding house. How many beds? There's one. Sleeping arrangements. You get to choose what kind of bed. My biggest room has a king, another room has a queen, and then I have two fulls.
A full-size bed is the same as a double, and that is big enough in a small room for someone over 6 foot tall.
I am going to get me out of here.
Help!
Bathrooms. Just one, unless you have a small powder room that you're allowing everyone to use off the kitchen. Next, from there, we're going to this pinpoint thing, and this gives the guest a roundabout idea of where you are. This lets them know you're close to where they need to be without giving your address. So if you're not happy with where this is, you can adjust it. And that would be by moving the circle around close to where you want them to be, and then you'll hit save, and that's right.
Go through that whole list of amenities, see what you have, use that to start out with, and you can always build on top of that.
This is a big deal. Look through all of these. This will give you great ideas of what to add to your space. You don't have to have all these things at once, so don't feel pressure. You'll click on each one that you have. Next, what spaces can they use? Obviously, if your people are staying for a month, they're going to want to be able to use the laundry room. You want to check all that apply. Does the space have accessibility? This is for anybody who's handicapped. Here, you're going to add those photos. The first one that you drag and drop is going to be
your lead photo. It's what people are going to see first when they're searching.
Underneath of these, you can give details. You just click here and you'll tell them a little bit about the room. Get different angles. For this, I'm just giving you examples. The next most important thing is a bathroom. Then common areas. The next would be if they're allowed to use the living room. So you want to put that in there.
The kitchen is second to the bedroom. They need to know where they can eat.
Add any outdoor spaces. If they're allowed to sit in the garden, let them know that. A picture describes so much. Here, describe your place to guests. Get detailed. Describe your place really well. Need a name for your listing. Get creative. Go ahead and hit next. This is requirements that the guests need to supply to Airbnb. And these are things that the guest will have to do before they can book with you. Setting your house rules. Additional rules would go here if you do, and it gives you suggestions. This is important, but take a look at all these and you'll click what applies. You might have a gentle kitty that likes to explore guest rooms. You'll write that here. Spaces are shared. Living room, kitchen, decks outside, the laundry room. Sometimes people run into each other. Let them know where they will see other guests.
Airbnb really likes when you do things their way, but you can put Instant Book on and still be pretty strict.
Additional requirements. You might not want them to book unless they have a government ID or recommended by other hosts. Qualified guests will find you in search. You set the controls, how they can book. It's safety. It's your comfort level. Once a guest books with you, you'll get a notification. You get an email or a text message. You have 24/7 customer support that they'll remind you to keep your calendars up to date. If you are listing on other platforms, you need to make sure when someone books on Facebook pages or Craigslist, you take those dates and put them into your Airbnb calendar. So you're letting them know here, yes, I got it, and I'm going to do that. 2 questions before you get started. Let them know you are new to this. And if you're unsure if this is going to be something you're going to do and continue with, just put not sure. How much notice do you want before someone starts booking? I like a day. I did have it where someone booked in the morning and they were checking in later that day. I wasn't thrilled with that, so I went with 1 day in advance. My check-in is from 3 to 8 p.m. Okay, how far out do you want? I host a lot of students and they know they're doing internships in 8 months. So I give people a full year to book out a full year. But that doesn't mean I don't update
Prices and amenities also.
I do 30 days or more. In doing 30 days or more, I save my guests from paying state and county taxes. When do you want to be available? This is blocking me up until let's get started next week. Well, I'm ready. If you feel ready, let's unblock it to Friday. I'm ready to get going. Now, pricing. You definitely want to compare. Look at other listings in your area. This gives you tips from other places that are listed in this area, which is helpful. Click next. Do you want to offer a discount since you're just getting going? I don't think you need to, but if you want to, they're recommending you do it. Smart pricing and Instant Book are things that Airbnb would like you to put on to your profile. And if you have these on, it does help you in search results. It brings you up higher. I like doing a monthly discount. I have to do a month or more, so I do the monthly discount. And when I put this in here, it's going to tell me how much I'm getting. So I do 24% off. And here you can see it brings me to this amount for a month. But I'm getting students. So it's telling me to go to 49. Let's see what that brings the monthly price to. $862. I think that's fair for a room that's fully furnished. They don't have to sign a 6-month to a year contract. They have everything they need in the house. And if you have a special place, it might even be worth more than that. I'm not telling you what to price it, but this is your strategy. Okay, so here we go. It's telling me I am pretty much ready. This is what it looks like. I'm going to start hosting this weekend. Guests are recommended by other hosts. We put that on. So you want that. You want a message sent when they book, the confirmation. You welcome guests to your space, and you get paid less 3% the day after they check in. This is a recommendation, again, to make yourself aware of all your local laws.
Airbnb will help you by collecting the county and the state taxes for you.
This is what you're going to get, and this is how easy it is. You're ready to publish. So what do you think? Are you ready to get going? If this was helpful, give me a thumbs up. But if you still have questions, write those in the comments down below. And if you are looking to build, subscribe to this channel because I'm going to continue to bring you great tips. So, ciao for now.